Hi everyone, my name is Victor Palacios, and today I'll be giving a presentation on verbal deception detection with spaCy. So the goals for this will be to generally guide you through a verbal deception detection study and introduce spaCy as a means to elevate that study. So where do you begin with deception detection? Well, first of all, where's the data? How do you find data that is labeled truthful, deceptive, but also from a natural environment? The internet, of course. We can look at politifact.com, where 3 reviewers have looked at a statement made typically by politicians and decided whether that statement was truthful, deceptive, or in this case, pants on fire, which is to say an exaggerated lie. So I can scrape this data, which I did, and you can get, for example, 40 sample points and 20 truthful points and 20 deceptive points, and we can do some simple statistics. So this is the original format of the data. And what I wanted to add to this was a count of the number of adjectives, nouns, and verbs. So I had to actually label that data like this. And I got the gender looking at Wikipedia and checking out pictures. So that was really cute, and the results were interesting from just 40 samples. But if you want to convince people of your results, you're going to have to get grand scale. So I want to label, for example, 10,000 points. But doing it by hand is really tough and time-consuming and error-prone. So what can I do about that? That's where spaCy comes in. So spaCy has a part-of-speech tagging system, which is to say it can auto-label whether a word is a verb, a proper noun, an adjective, etc. And so you can see here, it can even get granular in that it can say this verb is past tense and this pronoun is possessive, which might be very useful for deception research in that maybe it's just not any kind of verb that can be indicative of deception, but maybe it's a certain past tense verb, or maybe it's a kind of pronoun being used in excess that gives us a hint that someone is telling a lie. And so the takeaway from today is that deception detection is multifaceted. I had to find first what kind of data I was going to be using. And then I had to decide, do I trust this or do I not trust this? And then I had to decide, how do I analyze this? And I just did a simple count. But something more sophisticated might be, for example, normalizing the data and saying the percentage of adjectives in this statement and comparing the percentage of adjectives, the percentage of nouns, and the percentage of verbs, or even other parts of speech. And to take my study, which is a 40 sample study, to the next level, we can use AI labeling techniques like spaCy, which can augment data for us in large scale. And so if you're interested in pursuing this a little bit further, please go ahead and check out the GitHub link below, and you can see the study that I did and more information in detail, and also some machine learning on deception. Thank you so much for listening.